Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please do, and you will receive more videos like this. You'll get notifications when I'm doing them. And if this resonates with you today, then please do drop a like on this video and maybe even drop a comment if you can as well. So let's see where your energy is right now. So I'm going to use the Animal Dreaming Oracle cards first of all. Let's see what we have coming out on here. Oh, we have Law and the Crow. So this could be something that you're dealing with to do with law, or it could be just about gaining justice over a situation or truth and balance. Okay, let's see what your runes are talking about today. Thor is out. So there's definitely something about being defensive here, or needing to defend yourself or protect yourself in a particular situation without being riled by it, without being goaded into an argument. So you're having to really be very aware of yourself. And I feel like this whole situation that you're in has made you very aware of yourself and gaining and observing yourself rather than reacting. So there's something about being able to pause and observe yourself in a situation rather than being offended by what someone says and being reactive towards it. So this is about you pausing, being aware, and then responding when it feels right. So you may have obtained some counsel or something around this to help you to stay in that space. It feels like there's a real need for boundary here as well, and Nord is. But this whole situation is allowing you to release something that's actually been quite restrictive around you. Maybe it's had a hold over you or prevented you from feeling free to do what you want. You know, and you are recognizing that your needs are important at this time, which is important, isn't it? So let's see what this situation is. I wasn't expecting that to kind of come out in the cards today. But for some of you, this is a situation I feel that's been going on for some time, possibly even over the past couple of years, but is now turning into a situation where you need a little bit of extra help and support with it. Okay, we've got vacation on here. So for some of you, maybe part of your pause and observe is about going away. Now, I know July, August time, it is a time that most people go away, isn't it? You know, they normally have that time. There's something here about going fishing as well, or crabbing, that kind of thing, that's significant for you, because I think it's distraction. It takes you away from what's going on in your head, what's going on around you at this time. It would be good for you. Maybe do some crabbing. Actually going to Abu Dhabi. The moon. So changes in your life. Now, by you protecting yourself and just observing the situation and not reacting to the situation is going to bring some positive changes. Now, changes probably already started to occur from the full moon, which was a couple of days ago. So although we're still in the energy of that full moon. So you are starting to feel and see these changes now occurring in your life. So what are these changes to do with at this time? Let's see. I'm actually going to put all of those ones back. Let's see what these two are. So we've got mountain, a major challenge to overcome. So some of the changes that are occurring may still hold challenges, but you wouldn't have had these things come to you if the universe didn't think you could deal with it, okay? I don't feel that they might seem like major challenges, but we've also got whale, which is great worry over nothing. So I think what you're being told to do here is perhaps the expectation on things changing is that there's going to be challenges ahead. It's going to be difficult. But actually what's happening here is that perhaps your worry is creating an illusion of this being difficult, when once you hit the challenge, you've got everything you need to overcome it. It's just annoying that there's a challenge in place, but don't worry. Try not to worry about it before you've actually realised it, before it's actually happened. Okay, what are these challenges about? Okay, ring, and marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So some of these challenges are actually a challenge to do with maybe like a proposal of some form. Now this could be, it doesn't have to be in love, it could be in work. So you could be wanting to propose something to somebody to collaborate, but there's concern that there's going to be challenges to overcome on that. For some of you, this could actually be an engagement or a marriage, and maybe you've been a bit like, I don't know whether I really want that or not. Is that going to bring more challenges in the future? But again, this is part of being, just stay in the present moment. Try not to overthink how things are going to pan out. Just go with the flow of things and enjoy where you're at right now, okay? But that is a positive sign of things to come. Okay, psychic ability, trust your intuition. So yeah, even though you know that there may be challenges ahead, you don't actually know what those challenges are yet. You're just feeling like there will be some challenges. But you're being asked to just trust your intuition here. Allow yourself to be guided by what is the right thing to do, what feels right for you. So basically, if you've been feeling like you've been putting something off, and maybe it's to do with this holding you back that's been happening here, but I feel like there's some justice coming on that because of how you've carried yourself through it. Now you are seeing more clearly the way forward. Trust your ability there. Trust what you're feeling, what you're seeing. Okay, and bat, take care because enemies are working against you. So that could be to do with what's going on here with that law card and the Thorazaz there. This feels like there's a person who's not really in your energy anymore, but trying to stay attached to you, that may try to throw a spanner in the works a few times through some kind of communication. And this may be just trying to tarnish your reputation or try and say something about you. But because of how you've carried yourself through this, I don't feel they're going to get very far. You know, they will be going back into their little cave at some point. They can't get what they want from you, so therefore they're kicking off. They may be doing this behind your back, so you might not be fully aware of it to start with. And this might be part of what this challenge is about to do with this, because if this is an ex-partner or something and this is a marriage that you want to go in with somebody else, they obviously may feel a way about that. But it's great worry over nothing. You don't need to worry about this person or what they're planning to do, because there is justice here. There is justice here. And there is changes to that dynamic with that person, because it feels like they've had something over you, some kind of hold over you. Maybe they know a secret of yours or something, and perhaps they threaten to release that if you don't do what they want you to do. But you've got to let go of letting somebody have that hold over you, because you're heading into a time of happiness, okay? There's a lot in this next couple of months to do with your happiness and allowing you to feel good and happy and content with what you have. There's growth here as well, and a different kind of communication. So where there's been maybe communication from this previous experience, the communication now is more like singing almost. It's very balanced and flowing and just feels good, feels right. What else do we have? Yeah, like I said, that's so weird. A wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want. So, for instance, if this is you and you are looking to get engaged here, or, you know, get married or something, there's an energy of someone trying to get in the way of that or trying to stop that from happening. It sounds a bit like a soap opera, doesn't it? But someone's trying to, you know, this is that person, that bat. This comes out a lot in the readings, actually. You know, they're not happy because they didn't get what they wanted. And perhaps maybe there was this person, it feels like perhaps there was a talk about you getting married to them at some point, and then they see you, perhaps they're going to see pictures of you and things, and they're not going to be very happy about it. And because they know they have this secret on you, or they feel that they've got something over you, they may try and spill the beans here. So someone will gossip about all your secrets. So this person is going to kick off and try and do things behind your back. But just trust, okay? This psychic ability, I feel like you already know that this is going to happen. So this is why you've held back and had to observe for some time. But now it's that time of like, you know what your needs are, and you can't let somebody else hold you back and restrict you from your needs being met in this. So they may have secrets, they may have things to gossip about you, but usually when people do things like that, a lot of people are like, well, if you're gossiping about this person, then you're probably gossiping about me as well. People start to cotton on to actually who is the most truthful and who isn't, and who is trying to spark some kind of manipulation. You know, people are quite... And if people do listen to this person and they do take on board what they're saying, then they weren't your friends in the first place, were they? So you can look at it like that, you know. Keep your life in balance. That's what this is all about on here with Manas, you know. It's about you. You're in control of your own mind and your body. So if you feel to yourself, I'm not going to go for this, I'm not going to allow myself to be riled by this and react to this, and you've done that so well over the past couple of months, I feel you haven't reacted, you've just responded, and that actually makes the other person more aggravated because they can normally get a rise out of you and they're not managing to do that right now. You are creating this balance in your life, and it's good, you know. You are, I feel like you're really shedding a skin from where you've come from, and this whole situation that you're going through, that you've had to protect yourself from, it's almost like it was necessary for your growth. It was necessary for you to go through that, to realise what needed to change. So I'm going to get into the tarot cards right now. I think I'll use the Llewellyn ones again. So we use the Welsh cards on here. So this current situation then, to do with justice, law, what's going on there? Knight of Wands. Okay, so there is success here. You are going to be successful. You've made a choice. You've decided to move confidently forward, move away from this. And you do have a lot of confidence. I do feel that you are someone that people are quite attracted to. So you perhaps have a lot of attention. That might be another reason why you've had issues with this person in the past, because they see that in you, and perhaps there's been a lot of jealousy around that. So I do feel that that person has been quite jealous of you in the past. And that seems to have affected how you feel about yourself. It's like you've been accused and blamed of things that actually you couldn't really help, you know. Like if someone smiles at you or comes to talk to you, you can't help that. Yeah, and it's created within you this feeling of like, you know, that you're lacking somewhere when you're criticised and put down a lot, or made to feel like you're the bad person, or things just aren't going right constantly. You can feel a little bit like there's some lack somewhere, you know. It's like, what is it that I'm not seeing or that I don't have? And you may be worried that that's going to continue in your next relationship as well, you know, like you're not seeing what you've got going for you. But that's about to change. There's something sparked an inspiration within you that is creating this change now in how you feel about yourself, and also your behaviour as well. So like how you want to move forward in your life. You've kind of listened to what this person said. You've taken on board what you can in a positive way. And the rest of it, you've just gone, well, that's your opinion of me. Doesn't make it real, doesn't make it true. So what is this challenge that we've got going on here? This is about surrender, because you feel like you've had to keep holding this thing up because of whatever it is this person has over you. But now you've been like, fuck it, I'm just going to drop it. It'll be fine. And in doing that, you've kind of created a different perspective for yourself, because now you know, if you've been holding something up with your arms are your action center. You haven't been able to take action in anything. But now you've dropped that, you can take your right path, your left path, wherever you want to go. You've created a situation for yourself where you get to choose the direction that you want to go in. You've let go of what was holding you back, and you're taking a different perspective on the way forward. So this challenge that you don't need to worry about seemed to be due with a marriage of some form. What's that about? Yeah, so it's about feeling like there might be burden with this. Now, this could be that maybe perhaps you feel like you've got a lot of baggage, or maybe you feel like this person's got a lot of baggage. And as much as you want certain aspects of this, and you want, it's almost like I'm seeing like a sacred union. There is a union here, people that want to be together, but there is some kind of baggage that you feel will need to be carried along with that. But it's almost like a sense of like, but it's not my baggage, so do I really want to take it on? Well, if you're in a healthy relationship, someone doesn't put their baggage onto you. You unpack things together. You unpack the stuff together, because everybody brings stuff into a relationship, don't they? So it's about unpacking that as a team. Okay, let's see. So that baggage then, what is that? What are you talking about there? Right, so it could be that someone here wants to go off, go travel, go see the world, go do things. So it could be that the baggage could be, I don't know, maybe this person has horses or children, or just some kind of responsibility that means they can't just go wherever they want to go. And the other person would like to have the ability to say, right, we're going to go here today, we're going to go there today, we're going to go off today. Okay, so that's the energy I'm feeling from this. It's sort of like, yeah, let's go. And the other person's like, but I can't. But again, that's all part of things, you know, that whale coming up on there, great worry over nothing. There is always a way forward. There's always a way through things. We have the Four of Wands on the bottom here, so this is a signal of stability. You are, I feel, going to find a way forward on this to create that balance. And you can leave all that other stuff in the past where it belongs. You know, that vacation was coming up on there. That's an important thing, I think, for you. That there is a way forward of having a vacation in the way that you want. But you've got to stop worrying about it. You've got to stop overthinking what could go wrong, what isn't going to work out right, you know, or there's this feeling of being restricted I'm getting from this. It's like there's something that you want, but there's a fear of being restricted in it. So you're holding back on being involved in it. But there is change coming to that, and good fortune as well. I feel that there is going to be something significant changing here. And I just got a message there about this being actually some kind of financially rewarding thing as well. There's something going to change that's going to create a way forward in this particular connection. It almost feels like it's meant to be, not just on the level of being together in a loving kind of way, but it's also in a business kind of way as well, as it feels. So there are definitely changes to do with that. Okay, so what advice can we give you at this point? What advice do we have? What advice do we have? Okay, the advice is to make a hasty decision. This is about kind of like, you know, just move forward, go for it, don't hold back. You have to keep moving forward. There's a sense here of sort of like, maybe if you've been pondering this for some time, holding back, feeling that lack, and having to go through all of this stuff that you've been having to go through as well. You know, when I said before about you having to hold this thing up, it's not even yours, and then you've decided, I'm just going to drop it, see what happens. Yeah, that's creating this tower moment. Okay, you know it's going to have a ripple effect. You know it's going to create this person's cage being rattled, and they're going to try and sort of say things about you, do things about you. But you still need to move forward in the direction that you want to go in. It's not going to stop you from doing what you want to do. It's not going to hold you back in that sense. There's something really urging you in that direction at this time. What else do we have for you? We're getting the name Sam as well. I don't know if that could be something significant for you. It could be somebody involved in this situation. There's something about lakes. I don't know if you enjoy going to lakes, or somebody lives in the lakes. What else do we have? Let me see. Let me do it like this. Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is about an offer being made, basically, or somebody wanting to offer something. But it's kind of like, it doesn't feel like a major thing. It's just like a small token gesture, almost. But things will be put into balance, and you will receive something from this situation that you've been going through. I don't know whether that's like a compensation of some form, or just something that you're not expecting that's going to come forward through you being in this, protecting yourself, defending yourself, and then observing yourself and not reacting. It's going to create something coming to you that actually is very fortunate. And it's going to create this 10 of Pentacles kind of energy, which is just allowing this feeling of really family orientated. It's very it's like you're working towards something. What you're going towards here with that marriage card and everything, this is something that has some permanence to it. This is a long-term investment into your life. Okay, this is something that's going to be very, very fortunate for you. Something about milk as well on this. I'm not sure what it is about milk. Whenever I look at this card, it always makes me think, you see that jug next to the pentacle? It's almost like keep drinking the milk. It's helping you to keep your bones strong in order to move forward in this. You will need strength in this, definitely. And there are going to be things said about you. Someone is going to try, but they won't have any power over this, because what you're moving towards, it's too strong. It's too connected. And it's where you are right now, moving away from this person or this situation, you've actually created a lot of balance in your life, and it just feels really, really good, really nice. And we've got the King of Cups on the bottom there. So this is love, support, emotional intelligence coming out in this reading as to what you are moving towards, what you're heading towards. So we get one last card to see the outcome on here for you. Although that Ten of Pentacles was quite a good outcome. So what is your outcome? Star tried to come out. What is your outcome here? But definitely vacations, taking time away is what is good for you at this point. There's a lot to do with transition and movement, especially water, like over water and things like that. So you could be going abroad. Yeah, something about that. Now, the Six of Swords, this is about you taking that transition. So you are actually leaving behind a version of what your lifestyle was and transitioning into a different way of life, okay, and to a different lifestyle here. And that's beautiful. It feels like it's meant to be. It's calm, and it's something that you can leave as a legacy. It's like it's moving into a space that actually, you know, your children, your grandchildren are going to benefit from the way that you're moving forward in this version of your life, in this time of your life. And the Nine of Pentacles, people are going to see just how, I've got a sense of somebody that's going to become self-sufficient, actually. It's going to be living a really simple lifestyle, but you're surrounded by like nature and abundance of food that you've grown. I think that's where the milk comes from and things like that. Like, you're going to be going to the dairy to get your milk and stuff. You're going completely back to basics is what I feel with your lifestyle. And I feel like you're entering into that with somebody specific as well. And it's not going to be an easy, there will be challenges around this, like we were saying before about those burdens and not being able to just go where you want to go. But I feel like there's been some change around that to allow this to happen. And around the autumn time, so about October, you're going to have a real realization about this actually feels good. This feels right. So if that resonates with you and you would like to see more, we can do like what's going to happen over the next few months for you. Then please do get in touch. My details are down in the description box, so you can book in for a personalised reading. Or if you've just got a couple of questions that you want to ask, you can just drop me the money through PayPal and then send me your email, and I'll get those to you as soon as I can, usually within 2 to 4 hours. Have a blessed day.